If a trip to France sounds good to you, then maybe you should join the Miracle Club. Hey everyone, this is David Stark from Watch Your Past, and I'm here to talk to you about The Miracle Club, which comes to theaters on July 14th, 2023. It is a feel-good kind of family-ish drama that has an all-star cast and an interesting premise. My hot take is, look, I think you should rent it. Look, it's a sweet story. It's going to give you like that feel-good vibe. It has a great cast, but it is often kind of convenient in the storytelling, and it is a fairly short but slow trip. So that being said, it is a sweet trip to Lourdes. So if you check it out, you're not going to be disappointed. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the film. A few things I liked, a few things I didn't like. I'm not really going to go into spoilers on this one. There are some surprises in the film, but overall, it is just kind of like a comfort food type of movie. I would describe it as like a bowl of like warm soup. It's going to be tasty. It's going to be enjoyable. You're going to like it. It's going to kind of make you feel warm inside. It's just not going to really fulfill you all the way. So in the Miracle Club, you've got an all-star cast. You've got Maggie Smith. You've got Kathy Bates. You've got Linney. You have some really heavy hitters in this film. And they all play friends who are in this community of Ballygar in Dublin. And one of the big things in this community is that every year there is a talent show, and the winner gets tickets to go to Lourdes, France, which is a holy city. It's apparently where I think the Virgin Mary went and like visited, and so that has now made this a holy city, and it's a place that a lot of people go to take pilgrimages, specifically because the baths in Lourdes are known for having miracles happen. And these ladies all need miracles of various types, so they all want to win this trip to Lourdes. They all want to take the trip out there to see if it can fix something about them. Do they get there? Do they have these miracles? Well, you have to watch the movie to find out. But things I liked about this movie. The first, I love the style. Like, this is actually a really well shot, beautiful film. It has a really bright color palette. There's a lot of really kind of bold colors in both the like sets and the costumes and just the way that this film is shot. You also get some really beautiful colors from like the environment. Like Lourdes is a beautiful town. The Dublin town is a little more plain, but the colors of like the clothes and the wallpaper and things like that really pop out in this film, and I really loved it. I love the way that this kind of like pops off the screen and really draws your attention at the start. The second thing I love, look, I love the cast. Look, you got Maggie Smith, you've got Kathy Bates, you've got Linney. They are all kind of like big draws for this film. So you really couldn't ask for like a better overall cast, and it's fun to see them interact. They get to play kind of, I don't know, contentious-ish characters, maybe a little bit judgmental, but all still kind of in the end, fairly sweet characters. So it is fun to see them in this environment. And some of the other characters, Agnes O'Casey as, I guess, the younger friend, Dolly, is really fun to see. And Mark O'Halloran as their pastor was also really fun to see. So it was just a really good altogether cast. And the last thing I really love, look, I already just said this, it's kind of a comfort food movie. It is a kind of sweet journey. It is one that's going to leave you feeling good. It's not 100% sweet. There is some drama. There is some, not dark, but just contentious moments in this film. And there is a little bit that these characters have to deal with. But overall, this is a film that's going to leave you with that warm, fuzzy feeling inside. So that being said, things I didn't love as much. The first, it's fairly slow. Like, it is a slow movie, which is kind of expected for this type of film, but I wouldn't expect a ton of drama. Like I already mentioned that there is some drama in this movie, and there's some things, some conflicts and some things that these characters have to work through. But overall, it is a fairly slow paced, kind of low activity type of movie. Let's keep that in mind. It's not one that's going to like grab your attention and keep you bolted to the screen. This is one that is going to kind of like, you're just going to sit back and enjoy. So the second thing I didn't love is it's a fairly, I don't know, linear journey. I mean, that's kind of what you would expect in a road trip, but basically you've got, the time in Dublin, the time in Lourdes, and then coming back. And there aren't any detours on the trip. The time in Lourdes is fairly kind of specific. Like, it is almost like a tour, right? They do this day, they do this day. They have like one more day, and then they head back. So there weren't many surprises. There weren't many deviations. It is a fairly linear overall story. That's not to say there weren't unexpected things, but again, it is not like anything crazy happens. There's not any like big moments really that kind of happen. So overall, it kind of ties in with the slow aspects of this film. It is just not a super interesting overall journey. And the last thing I didn't love as much, I'm gonna call it too sweet. Like, it feels like this film kind of wraps up a little too easily, wraps up a little bit too conveniently. And it's not bad, but it just means that like there's a lot of things that happen. It is a film about Catholic pilgrims. There's a lot of like come to Jesus moments towards the end that feel very, very convenient given the amount of time that has passed and the amount of animosity that was shown earlier. It feels like everything kind of wraps up at the end just to give you that like happy, warm ending that you would expect from a movie like this. So again, the whole thing is nice. It is enjoyable. It is a little slow, but it's going to leave you with a warm feeling. It's just not going to like fully fulfill you. Like I said, it's like a bowl of soup kind of movie. That being said, The Miracle Club comes to theaters on July 14th, 2023. So check it out if you want to, and let me know what you think. Let me know if I got it right. Let me know what I got wrong, and I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. And thanks so much for watching. If you like this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you.